Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. I am your host, A.D. Walker, the pusher, the grower, the motivator. Appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you for rocking. Uh, as we proceed to give you what you need. All right. Good morning, Mama McCory. Good morning, Lisa. Blessings. Thank you for sharing. Speak amongst yourselves in the comment section, as Mama Corey and Lisa do every single morning. Appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure you are sharing. Sharing is caring. Let everybody know that the brothers are on. The text is out. Today we're talking about the network, the collaboration, and the community. I had this idea, right? Kind of came to me in the midnight hour. Actually, while I was sitting here pondering, let's see, let's call it this. This is what I'm calling it. So, not a real new concept, but I'm just using it a little differently. So I'm calling it the 360 relationship. Um, and that's how do you build a 360 relationship? How do you build a 360 relationship? We're going to dig into that. I think it may be just me. What up, Jeff? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys for being here. And we're going to talk about how to um, how to build a full relationship that really involves a give and take, that involves an understanding of the people that you're dealing with and how they deal in your life. So we're going to discuss that. Before we get started, there was an article I was reading this morning. Well, it's two things. So just let me know what you guys think. So, and I was like, this is interesting, very very interesting. Um, okay, I McCory will not be in. Pastor McCory will not be hanging out with us this morning. We got him running, and if you don't know, uh, Pastor McCory's been with us a long time. you know, he's holding strong as one of the founders when we started doing the Brothers Legacy this way. And he's been with the same company forever. They just bought out, and it's kind of like they come in, new company, changing everything. So his schedule is a little different now, but he's holding on. He's hanging strong. All right, so today it's like so. I was reading this from CNBC, Harvard trained psychologist. If you use any of these 9 phrases every day, you're more emotionally secure than most. and you ever like on? I use Chrome as one of my search, you know, search engines, whatever website to find things. There's Chrome, and I have Apple and then there's Safari, so I use both. Um, and what up, Larry, in the building? Good morning, sir. So in Chrome, they always try to get you with a get you with a headline, and sometimes you're like, I'm not clicking that. Other times you're like, that's interesting. So I'm gonna hit you guys with these 9 phrases real quick. We're not gonna dig into it because they're pretty self-explanatory. All right. Did I say good morning, Jeff? Good morning, Jeff. What up, brother? If I didn't say that. First one is so just as a recap, 9 phrases every day. If you use these 9 phrases every day, you're more emotionally secure than most. I don't know. So number 1, let me think about that before I respond. I was like, maybe, because you know how to not just speak on an answer, because that's where your first thought is your kind of like your emotional response. Your first thought is like, boom, say it out loud. So let me think on that before I respond. Let's see. Hold on. I was trying to make sure everybody knows where they at. So The second phrase is no. Can you? No. Saying no. Number three is I'm not comfortable with that. That could be. You're pretty secure in who you are. I'm not comfortable with that. Who uses that phrase? Let me know out there. Who uses that? Then number four is this is who I am and I'm proud of it. I don't like that one. I am who I am. Just got to deal with it. Number five, interesting, is am I like that? That's a willingness to be open and transparent, willingness to hear somebody else's opinion. Am I like that? Number six, kind of like an answer to number five, is I will work on that. I will work on that. Number seven, I'm sorry you're struggling. How can I help? I'm sorry you're struggling. How can I help? Number eight, this matters to me. So you say something, I say, you know what? This matters to me. I think so having a solid belief system is key to being emotionally secure because it guides our choices. When a value is violated, when I'm violated, you're like, why does that matter? Well, this matters to me. I guess that's the response. Number nine, drum roll, I will try. So most secure people have a cultivated sense of inner safety that tells them they will be okay, even if a new effort fails. This allows them to experiment with new things, such as hobbies, friendship, travels, and even personal coping strategies. Interesting. I will try. Similar phrases. I'll try that next time. I may not be good at this, but I'm willing to give it a shot. That's big. I give you on that. Some of them, I'm gonna give about three good ones. Three good ones. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. 9 phrases to say every day. 9 phrases to if you say these 9 phrases every day, you're more secure, emotionally secure than most. If you say them every day. Do you say these phrases every day? So I guess I'll leave a link on the website. You can check it out. So boom. I'm sorry. Other news. So the new movie Air with Michael Jordan is out. I think some people have seen it. He said, okay, I don't think I ever said anything. You are not emotionally secure, probably. I hate those absolutes. Like, so if I'm not emotionally secure. He said, am I okay? Right. As a armchair therapist, you're not okay. I haven't watched it yet. Air, I think it's on Amazon or somewhere, any of them places. And so Magic Johnson made a statement, I guess some time ago, maybe before, maybe during, and had some couple over last night, and we was talking about it. And Magic Johnson regrets choosing Converse over Nike in 1979. He said, at least is trying to remember them all is going to make me unstable. Right. It said, so it said Magic Johnson chooses Converse over Nike, 1979. He regrets choosing Converse over Nike. So during the time that he was asked to choose, not asked, but he had the opportunity to sign with Nike in 1979, they had not gone public yet. So literally Magic Johnson was on the cusp of getting a fresh IPO. And if anybody knows about IPOs, especially back in the day, IPOs weren't that available to regular folk. I'm not even just say black folk, but to regular people. You didn't just have access. You couldn't just, this company about, see if I put a few dollars into that might explode. But now, now with all the stock apps and options, you have more of an opportunity to really make some money with an IPO because you can information's out there. But back in the day, you had to be in the know to know somebody to be able to invest in a ground floor company, especially something like Nike. That opportunity. He said, "What was number 5?" um, so Michael Johnson regrets not signing with Nike, or because what was offered on the table, and I get it. I get it because especially back then, our financial literacy was really we really didn't have it. We really didn't have it, and we were more of money up front than money for the future. We were more about money up front than money for the future because it's like, well, what if the company crashes? Because that's always the thought. And coming to stocks, invest in the stocks. What if it crashes? I lose all my money. Because that was the thought. That's always like the second part of a conversation when you talked about stocks. What if it crashes? Like, I've been around for a minute. I don't think it's going anywhere right now. you know. So I was doing some math, right? And in 1979, the IPO for Nike was $23, $22, $23. It was two varying parts that I seen. And now today, it's worth $107.51, right? So I was doing the math, right? And I didn't put my final total up there, but if let's just say Magic Johnson was given 10,000 shares, right? And because I'm sure he would have gotten significant because Nikes was starting out. Magic would be their biggest celebrity part, of their organization. And so he would have got, like 10,000 shares. Let's just say that, right? And now that those shares are worth like $230,000. I was like, it's not a lot. But while digging into this, I realized, well, not realized, but I saw in my Googling that Nike, hear this out, Nike has split. So it's had a stock split 7 times. Let that marinate. 7 times, right? Let's see. Let me get my full. Yeah, it's about right. 7 times. So I did the math. The one first they had 1, it turned into 2. The 2 turned into 4. Remember how the math works. The 2 now turns into 4 shares because they split. Right. After all of that, I calculated. If he just held it, if he just held on to a stock, it split, he would have 128. One share would have become 128. Like, let that marinate. One share would have become 128 shares, right? 10,000 shares times 128. Basically, he had $29 million. Right? Right, Jeff. Like, I didn't even have to know the math, but the mathing. If you math that right, yeah, it's a lot of money. A lot of money. A lot of money he left on the table at the time. But I understand. Like, I'm not tripping because I could imagine Magic, his family, like, Nike's offering something that they can't see. It's an intangible. A stock? What does that mean? Like, oh, it's worth something if I cash out, but it's only $22. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I cashed out now, it's only $22. Of course, imagine what? If Converse has offered me, let's just say 500,000 or even, $1 million now. Like, I don't, what am I going to do with a stock? What can I do with a stock? And if I don't have enough financially educated people around me to kind of really impress upon me the possibility, because it's not like Magic wasn't working. Magic was killing the game, literally, So he got a good check coming in, right, exactly. What am I going to buy with 22,000? Oh, what would that be like? $20,000, like, because that's what I'm sure they did the math. Like, how much you offering? $22 times 10,000 shares. I mean, that's 220,000. That's okay. But Converse is offering me 500,000, and I'm sure that was probably the math that they got. That's probably what they were thinking. What's going to happen with this stock? Kaneem in the building, aka Whale, right? 2 light bulbs for my yard, right? So I mean, I'm not tripping on dogging them, because I'm, especially like back then, our level of financial literacy was money right now. I'm sure a lot of folks lost out because they were money right now, cash up front, cash that I could use and put into something. Stocks, sounds good. Sounds nice. But what am I going to do with that? So, Kaneem, I know you just came in. I don't know if you heard me. I was talking about Magic Johnson regretting not signing up with Nike because they offered him stocks as opposed to Converse, who offered him cash.
Oh.
Right. And I was doing some of the math, and pretty much Magic Johnson lost out over, if he held on to them stocks, if he had it right now, pretty much like $29 million he would have, based on, I did like 10,000 shares. And what I found out was the stock split 7 times. So that one share becomes 128 shares. So he would have had a lot more money. Now, yeah. I mean,
he should have been Michael Jordan, friend.
Right. But Magic ain't struggling. Just let's throw that out there. Yeah. He's made other smart decisions.
Charles Barkley, listen.
Right. Yep, he went with Nike. He said exactly. I got 150 stocks. Right. Tell that to the electric company. Right, because you're looking at cash now. I mean, like I said, I get it. Like anyone that tells, man, I missed out. Like, I get it, especially back then. Like I said, our financial literacy in our community wasn't the highest, and the only people around me, I think I'm sure he was mom, maybe a friend or uncle, to the signing or the negotiation part of it. And you may have a lawyer there, but you're like, man, that lawyer just trying to make money. Like, what we gonna do with stocks? Converse got cash on the table. That's a new house for you, for mom, for me. You got the uncle, brother, cousin in the ear. That's new cars. What you gonna do with stock? So I get it. You just cash on the table. We get out the hood now. Not like he wasn't making pretty good money, almost millions in playing ball, but I guess I figured, it's that quick thought. All right, so welcome, Kaneem, aka Whale.
Wale.
Wale. Houston guy? Is that another Houston rapper, or did he?
I don't remember Wale.
That name sounds familiar. Give me the song.
Oh man,
it's right, Jeff. Yeah, stocks are like collector's stamps. Right. You just don't know that value. Wale, give me that top song. Give me Wale's top song.
What is it? How do it go? Wale is the Blossom. I'm trying to think. The Lotus Blossom. Is that the name of it? Lotus Blossom.
Wale.
That's the name. I think that's the title of it.
Okay. Lotus Flower Bomb.
Lotus Flower Bomb. Okay, yeah.
Featuring Miguel. Okay.
That's his number one hit. Yeah.
All right. I'll check that out later. It's got an E next to it. Don't know how it's gonna bust out. Plus, Facebook gets funny when you start playing copyrighted music. So they start muting you.
Oh yeah, yeah. You gonna love that one. You gonna love that one. You might play that one for Sam.
All right.
You gonna love that one.
All right. So today, I had this concept in my head.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Coming from straight off the dome. I was calling it the 360 relationship, right? And I titled this "The Network, the Collaboration, and the Community." A lot of times, we network to try to find, especially depending on the networking space you're in. You're trying to find, like, for lack of a better way of putting, financial opportunities. You go to network events. How could I leverage my relationship to help me in whatever particular business I'm in? Or, we look like we might discover a new business. You might, hey, you do this, man. Like, I'm sure Kaneem is running to, if you get this license, this will open up this. Like, what? Yeah, man, it's only 120 hours. I didn't even know about that. That you can add on to something and it'll, X your dollars, and a lot of times, like, if you get that license, give me a call. Like, I could put you in this space to get this, get into this business. Oh, I seen somebody leaning over. Is that you?
Nah, that's my little one. She's still learning how to drive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, still little. She looked at me like I can't call her little. You little Negro.
You
little Negro. That's what you are.
LIL. You little.
She want to be big and grown. No, you're little.
What's up, little one? So I was thinking about, instead of, like, just in one space, right? How do you could you leverage? Well, I hate using the word leveraging relationships, because sometimes that sounds like I'm trying to use you.
You are,
like, right. Wait, or use you and our, like, friendship to have some financial gain. You understand what I'm saying? But can it be, I guess, genuine, where I do care about you in our relationship, but you have some connection or an asset that will help me financially as well?
Yeah.
And is that okay?
It is.
Okay.
I'm saying, like, it more than likely it'll benefit both of y'all.
Right.
More than likely, like, oh, hey, man, I know a guy that knows a guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm using you because you know a guy.
Right.
You introduced me to your contact. Right. I'm appreciative to that.
Right.
Now, when it's time for it to reciprocate, I know a guy that knows a guy. I'm gonna give it back. I'm gonna introduce you to my contact.
Okay.
And if I can get coins off your contact,
right.
Thank you. And if you get coins off mine, you're welcome. You know what I'm saying? That's how most relationships is. People just don't like to call it out like that.
Right. Right.
I don't feel comfortable saying it like that, but that's what you're doing.
Oh, you got a phone call. It's coming back. All right. I mean, so because I was just thinking about, just that, sometimes that term, or just, I guess, long as it's I guess the goal is for it to be reciprocating, like a two-way street, as long as it's open both ways. It's okay. Now, as far as now, do you feel like, I guess it could just be business? Like, we don't need to be friends. Is that the case?
The whole scenario there. You said leveraging for friendships.
Right.
Now you leveraging contacts after that.
Yeah.
But you said friendships, so make your mind up. What you want?
I'm throwing out some scenarios here. He said, Jeff says, I became best friends with my boss. Okay. So it was kind of like you already had a professional space and just kind of blossomed like a lotus.
I was cool with my boss too, Jeff.
Okay.
I thought it was cool. I was picking his wife up and taking her to work, and picking his mama up from the hospital, and
okay,
we wasn't friends, Jeff. He was leveraging.
right. I'm glad you brought that up because, especially at work, sometimes you feeling like friendship, you know what I'm saying? Like, you cool. I come in the office, we kind of joke and we talk about life, and I talk about my kids, talk about your kids. We talk about what's happening in our world, and you feel like you're building a real relationship. And like you said, you looking out, getting the wife, getting the mama, Now you were on the clock during these times. Am I correct?
No, some of this was off the clock, like before work, after work. Yeah.
Okay.
Some of
it. Oh, so you giving your personal time?
Yeah.
Because you like, this my man.
Yeah.
If I ever get jammed up, this my man.
Went to his mama's funeral when she passed away. Yeah, I'm all up in there in the family.
Wow. Now you realize in the nature of your relationship when you got fired or something went down.
No, I realized once I got a better job, because like every job I ever had, I was always looking for another job.
Okay.
I was never satisfied with the job I had. I was trying to get more money. So when I was working at the hospital,
right,
being that me and him, he was my direct supervisor.
Okay.
And I had been there 2 years, and I only got 60 cent raise in 2 years, 30 cent the first year and 30 cent the second year.
Right, I got you.
And like you said, it's supposed to be my man. I'm
right.
doing all kind of like, I know he's gonna look out for me. I'm thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get $2. I'm gonna get $3.
Whatever the maximum is that I can get.
I'm gonna get that every year.
Right.
Wow. Man, he did it the first year. You know what I'm saying? He gave me a little sob story. Oh, we taking over from Grady Hospital, and we just managing, and we having so. Our budget is still tied into Grady until we blah blah blah. I'm like, well, I got a Children's Healthcare of Atlanta uniform on. You don't see these little red and white kids that I got right here. This ain't got nothing to do with it. This don't say Grady Healthcare System at all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, but he pitched that BS to me. So you know what I'm saying? I gobbled it up. I gobbled it up. And that second year when he pitched the same thing,
right?
I said, all right. Well, I started looking for a new job.
Okay.
I started looking for a new. I was like, oh, okay. So I'll be here 10 years, and I just be getting $3.
Right.
10 years later, I'm like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. So I started looking for a new job. Once I found my job, I put my 2 weeks notice in.
Right.
And them last 2 weeks,
wow.
It was like the light bulb shifted on him. Like, oh, he really is leaving.
Wow.
And then he want to be well, can you wait? Can you work PRN? Can you just come in, and we'll just pay you straight pay. It won't be no and it's gonna be $28 an hour. And I'm like, dude, I'm like, you messed all that up.
Right. Right. There ain't no favors here.
Yeah, I'm like, Georgia Power is giving me a 33% increase in pay off the jump.
Wow.
And this is and I don't even know what I'm doing. Like I'm going there, don't even know my job description.
And it's still hooking me up.
Yeah, don't know where I'm going, don't know what location I'm gonna be in. They gonna let me know the day I start.
Wow.
On where I'm gonna be at and my job description. But I'm getting a 33% increase in pay to be dumb on day one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, man, you can't beat that with a stick. Well,
Wow.
Anyway, I got out of that.
That's
So, and
okay.
he called me like, man, he called me for probably about 3, 4 years
Oh
trying
wow.
to get me to come over there and
Yeah.
work, like, cause he knew what I had done for him and
Right.
all the stuff that I had did. Like, out of all your employees, like I was the one that was closest to you. Your wife probably was asking you, what
Right.
happened to
Right. Right.
they ain't even call me by my government name. I had a nickname back then.
Oh wow.
Why they ain't call me? What happened to such and such?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then his sons. What happened to such and such?
Right. You all in
All,
that life? Like where you at?
yeah, all the college director of facilities, the
Wow.
vice president of Hugh Spalding, all these, because I was in all these meetings because we was in a transition.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
And I'm
Wow.
like, so my face was common.
Right. Right.
My name was common.
Right. Everybody
But
knew
now,
who you were.
now I'm not there no more. And they were like, well, what happened?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
explain that. Yeah, explain that.
He done left out of here. You know how folk get.
More money, more money. They tried to get me shit. Well, he tried to get me back about 3 or 4 years, man. Just just
Wow.
gonna work part time.
Right.
Nah, I'm not coming to work no time. I don't even want to talk to you.
Wow. He said, boy, I'm glad that move from picking right. He said I was starting to squirm. He said, you bet friends with the boys are just good business. Um okay, so Jeff said the boss, I guess his boss still calls me and we laugh on the phone like two fools. Jeff said one time had the general manager of my Ford store asked if he could borrow 5,000. He had a gambling problem. It was awkward. He was my mentor and boss. Wow. I know. Listen, same thing I was thinking. I just wasn't sure how it's gonna go down. Said now you got me wondering what your nickname is.
I
He
bet
said,
you
why'd you
want to
leave us
know
hanging?
too, don't you?
You said what?
I said, I bet you want to know too, don't you, Jeff? Uh,
Ah, just
you
hold on.
ain't gonna be broadcasting my nickname to all your buddies over there on the West Coast.
Oh man. So yeah, so I think about, and so those situations where um you know you feel like you building a real conducive relationship. Feel like there's a little give and take. Like you said, you doing all this, you going up and above, you doing your job. Uh can you hook a brother up with the most that you're authorized to give?
he,
Or
kn-
are
he
you?
he knew he was supposed to, man. I mean,
Right,
like, well, because we were short on staff,
right,
and I was on day shift working 7 to 3:30, and
wow,
we were short on staff on second shift
right,
3 to 11:30. So I told him, I said, I cover that until we get somebody else.
right,
And then I ended up working second shift from 3 to 11:30 for 44 days in a row without an off day.
wow,
So I was like, I mean, don't get me wrong, the money was good
right,
because I had a lot of overtime,
right.
but I wasn't in it for the money. I was
Mhm.
trying to help the department out. You know what I'm saying? So,
Got you.
but
Okay.
when it came time to I guess get the fruits of your labor,
Right. Right.
it didn't happen. So
Interesting. Interesting. So, because I always think about, there are moments like that, and did it make it harder for you to trust the next relationship, or you just kind of like,
oh no,
it's a
no,
wash.
no, he was that's just him, man.
Right.
Everybody's an individual. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
I don't put stain on the next person. It's like, you know, folks get into a bad relationship, then you want to bring that baggage with you to the next one.
Next one.
I ain't nah, that ain't never really been my style. It's just experience. So
Right.
now when it start to happen or I see a
A
little
pattern.
sprinkling of it, I can
Mm.
go, oh, okay, this is the road that this is trying to go down. And I remember the last time I handled this road, I stayed in it too
Too
long on the
long,
path.
right, right.
So now I know to make a U-turn. Soon as I see it going down the path, let me make a U-turn. We don't go out now. We gonna,
I hear you. I hear
yeah.
you.
So
I got you. So do you ever like for me, like do you ever I guess well, I don't know, like do you go into relationships seeing what it can become? Like I don't know, like for me, and I always talk about friendships and like this is I haven't really formed friendships in forever. Like this is the first like you even Ephraim and
don't
Pastor.
say that. Don't say me. You know I value our friendship more than you do. I'm just a Negro. You know.
You know what?
I'm just somebody. I know how you do. I know how you do. But go ahead on, state your case.
So that's cool. I don't put stains on the next one. Indeed. So like friendships like me and you have where, you know, we talk once in a while, we talk and we meet up. We've had couple trips together, you know. Do you ever
That's
go into
true.
relationships like like I don't know, and this is kind of a weird question because this is like y'all getting a peek into my personal thinking. So like when it comes to friendship, do you look to see what it becomes, or it kind of just what it becomes is what it becomes? I don't know. Like, if that makes sense? Does that make sense? Or you know, you just kind of every relationship you kind of watch it. He said what? He said why ladies leave the show? Jeff, we cool. We ain't in the same state though. You gotta be in the same state. Nah, I'm just messing with you. But you know, honestly, like you know, how do you? Because I've struggled for a long time, like the to do the work as far as maintaining friendships, and just staying connected and things of that nature.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's definitely something you got to nurture. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like when I be reaching out to everybody, like, hey man, let's all hang out.
right,
You know what I'm saying? That's my efforts on trying to nurture the friendship between everybody.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Like Sean showed up, Ephraim showed up, Marcus Pitchford, he showed up. You know what I'm saying?
ain't gonna put
That
myself
that
out there like that, Tim.
that let me know that, you know what I'm saying, even though we ain't just super duper tight,
Right,
they see the effort and they trying to do their part to also put in the
right,
effort.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
no doubt.
So I value those type of things, you know. And if they was to extend the olive branch, be like, hey man, I got this going on. I'm gonna
Right,
try my best to show up.
wow,
You know what I'm saying? Because
right,
the effort that they putting into it, I want to let them know, like, I appreciate you for even thinking about inviting me. You
right,
know what I'm saying? So I want to let you know, like, hey, I'm there for you.
right, no doubt, no doubt.
I like yourself. Now I'm gonna stop ragging like, bro. You know I'm just playing.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. You know. Um. What's up? Oh, what's up, Reese? Good morning. Good morning. Cause I don't know. Like, and only reason some stuff had happened, and that word, you know, leveraging relationships came up, and I was just like, you know, I mean, I get it, and I get the understanding of, you know, like if you knew somebody, I guess, Kadeem, and I'm like, man, if you could leverage that relationship into Brothers of Legacy, it'd be great for everybody, for you, you know, however, whatever it is. I just the only pushback I have with that term is, you know, like, did I just build this relationship just to get what I want out of it? You know what I'm saying? I think that's I just think that's selfish mindset. Or, you know, am I, you know, like putting me into something, hey, this would be a good opportunity for you and I. You know, like this would be something great that you can get into, you know, that'll look good for you as well as will help me out as well. Um, I don't know. I think the clarity in relationships sometimes I don't know. And forgive me guys, I'm kind of rambling because I'm struggling. Like to really explain, like, because there's friendships and there's like business partnerships, you know, but can you fuse both of them, if that makes sense? Um, because I know relationships
Oh,
can
yeah,
change
man.
when it comes to money and relationships. You know, like if I co-sign on somebody, you know, I'm like, yo, they the truth. And then they do you wrong. Like
I think business and family is different than business and friends.
okay, okay,
You know what I'm saying? Like business and friends is kind of y'all built up something
right,
and y'all kind of like on the same page. And the reason y'all became friends is because y'all was like-minded, common interests,
right, right,
common goals, or some type of way like that. With family, you might
right,
you might just can't stand the characteristics that they have, but you still got to see them on holidays. You still got to
right,
see them on birthdays,
right, right.
and then they may come up with this idea or purpose, and
Okay,
it's good. But then the business aspect of it is great.
right.
So we enter into this venture together because of the
Mm.
business aspect. But
Okay.
but mind you, I still can't stand the way you talk. I can't stand the way you
You think
always
so?
late. I can't
Oh,
stand the way
right.
that you know what I'm saying. You
Okay.
always living by the seat of your pants, temper,
Mm,
you're hot tempered. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that you have. But if you got all that in somebody that you just met, they probably wouldn't be your friend because they hot tempered. They always late. You
I
feel what I'm
got you.
saying?
I got you.
So
I
I
got you.
think business with friends is different than business with family. But
I got you.
that's
'Cause
just
I feel what you're saying because you kind of like when it comes because you're building a relationship, you kind of vet them because it's you don't have to have this relationship. I guess with family, it's like
exactly.
I
Exactly.
you kind of like I gotta try to. I'm trying to make this work because you're my cousin, my brother. Like I'm trying to make because I guess you do. If anything, I'm doing this for Auntie.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my mama
My
said,
mama. Right, right. I'm trying to
yeah.
make this work. So you get it. Like I'm gonna invest this. I'm gonna take this time. I know who you are though. Ugh. I'm
Uh,
hoping this don't go the way I think. Yeah,
uh,
right. I'm with you on that. You'll take more of a chance, because it's family. It's like if we can get this off the ground, then you'll stop asking me for money. It's kind of thing like we can make this happen, then we'll be good. Like I said, you got a friend in me. It doesn't even have to be money. I guess yeah, it doesn't even have to be money. That's true. Um, I think it's time, it's effort. Come here, help me do this such and such. I think it can but I'm with you with the friendship because you can see character matters. Character matters. You be around folks and they would, hey, I want to do such a, but I've watched you over the last few years or even few months. You're always talking about people. You're always talking about business. You always talk about how you're trying to get over. Like,
yeah.
that's a big one.
Yeah.
Like you always talk about how you're trying to get over. Like
But you're talking to me about it.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
So if the opportunity presented itself, would you get over on me too?
right,
If the
right,
opportunity was there, would you pull the rug from up under me?
right, right. Nah, I ain't go. I wouldn't do you like that.
Uh,
I wouldn't do you like that. Yeah,
so
that's a big one. Definitely, definitely. I just kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit. I know we kind of get on that quite a bit, but our networks, like I titled it the network the collaboration and community, because we're always trying to find the best connections possible, all around. Like, yo, they're my homeboy and they're a good business person and they're great at whatever it is, whatever business they're into. Um, because I think it creates a fuller relationship. I said, Jeff says, yeah, we bring people into our lives that we think will improve our lives, right? That's the right thing, I believe. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Um, he said, if you happen to have a few bucks, okay, my good. Right. Oh, but yeah, I think we're trying to, especially like now you're trying to build the best relationships, the ones you just don't want to waste any time. And I feel like the older you get, just like I just don't want to waste time in bad relationships and bad connections, trying to figure it out or drag somebody along and things of that nature. So I wanted to have this conversation, just kind of open your mind. I know it helped me just kind of see things from a broader perspective, and not just from a oh, my bad. Speaking of connecting, make sure you get your toothbrush.
Candor Health.
Candor Health.
Yes,
no more to do about.
Toothbrush, your protective toothbrush holder.
Yes.
Gives you a better coverage from getting bacteria and germs on your toothbrush.
Right.
Yes,
You
please.
can bring this up.
And for those who have purchased one, please put in the comments. I would definitely would like for you to give your reviews. We like to know what we need to change, what we can make better, what you
That's
not like. We
Mm-hmm.
want your honest opinion. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only way we can make a better product is you give us your honest opinion.
Indeed. Candor Health, guys. This episode is brought to you by Candor Health. He said, okay, so Jeff said, I was talking about those yesterday. All right. Awesome. All right. So,
hey, Jeff, if you could, please share it. I'm going to have some links and some other promotional stuff coming up pretty soon. So, but hey, please share it, Jeff.
all right.
Reese, you too. Reese on the radio. Yeah. Help us out, brother.
Yes. So I'm putting the link in the comments. So make sure you click it. And yeah, so every time you click, we can kind of track who's interested, who's been buying, and
write a review on the website.
Yes. Oh man, that'd be great.
Write a review on Walmart.com, please.
Write a review. All right. So we appreciate you guys for being here. Another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. And the little one next to you. Happy driving. Drive safe.
So much. I
see the hair. It's fine.
Say bye, people. Say bye, people.
All right. He said, reset. I'm driving. All right. Appreciate you for listening. Thank you for tuning in, man. So we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Mental Health Wednesday. Make sure you share. Stay connected. Text LWN to 84576. Text LWN to 84576. And if you are willing to get up early, ready to get your body in shape, make sure you join Larry Core Fitness, Live Core Fitness. Yes, join Larry and the crew, not just for men, for everybody. 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We look forward to seeing you. All right, let's see. At first, I thought I had to plug it in. He said, I don't like cords all over the place. Don't even have to plug it in. Look at that. All right, so we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Be safe. Make good choices. And 988, you or someone you love is having a mental health crisis. Make sure you dial 988, and we will see you in the AM. Peace out.
Peace out, y'all.